seen anything like that.
No good. Wide right.
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go in the end zone. He's going to go in the end zone. The Bears have won. The Bears have won. Oh, my God. You believe in miracles?
It's the Davey Mac Sports Program, where we talk the sports and other stuff, like nature. Ever notice that a beaver is one of those animals with a great ass? I mean, we call it a beaver, which means vagina, but we should call a beaver a buttocks because of that great ass. I'm Roy Harder, and here's your host with another great ass, Mr. Eastside Dave McDonald, baby.
Thank you, Roy Harder. A very odd introduction per usual. What I am enjoying, Roy, is how you read your introductions. You know, sometimes you sell the joke, sometimes, like I was thinking, like, because, you know, a beaver with that great ass, you know, but Roy took a Bill Nye the Science Guy approach, where he's just like, and the beaver, we should call him a buttocks for his great ass. You know, were you reading some sort of like fucking Christmas poem, or like, 'twas the night before Christmas? Roy has that cadence. It's like we call it a beaver, and which means vagina, but really we should call him a buttocks for the great ass.
I think Roy was doing Animal Planet before the show, and he was just practicing how to do the monologues.
Very sing-songy, Roy, but you are a musician. You got the keyboard in front of you, right?
That's right. I sure do, buddy.
Best keyboardist of all time. Before we get into the show, we got a busy show. It's going to be packed full of fantastic information. We've got Caitlin Clark and Olympic updates.
Nice.
So get ready, viral videos. We got Team USA talk. We got controversy with the suck it. A guy did a suck it. I pulled the fucking video, gave it to Robert, and then the video's not there because NBC determined that suck it is something I don't know. We got all kinds of shit going on, and the return of Sports Roybot.
Whoa!
And yeah, we're gonna get into Brian Cashman in a bit. How he has failed the Yankees. Before we do, though, I have to give a shout out to our little pal, Davey Mac Sports Program Zone, Daniel Bobo Curlin, one of my best friends on the planet. Him and Andrew Gold, Big A. I love them so much. They've made my Mount Rushmore of best friends. Roy, Big A, Bobo, and that fourth spot is to be determined. TBD.
Yeah.
It could be Bobby Tambura.
Nah, I don't like to be on the same mountain as four other people. Give me like a Washington Monument or a Lincoln Memorial where it's all about me.
By the way, back off your mic a little bit. Volume's fine. Just move back. That's all. Don't touch everything. Jesus Christ. He kneels and knobs. Now listen, let's talk turkey here, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Bobo Curlin gave me and my son Stanley Mac passes to the Giants training camp yesterday.
Wow.
Photographic evidence, Robert?
Yep.
We have photographic evidence of myself and Stanley Mac at the Giants thing. Look at us right there. There we are wearing our Giants gear.
Beautiful.
And here's a shot of Bobo. I took a shot of Bobo. We couldn't get all three of us in the camera at the same time because we couldn't figure it, and no one wanted to take our photo. People were staring at us like we're just three fucking assholes. And there's Bo. I took that picture. I sent it to him. And we had just an absolute pleasure of a day. It was fantastic. I enjoyed every single second of it. But I will tell you, Giants fans, everything I said last week, I'm not going to repeat right now. Just go back and listen to last week's Davey Mac Sports Program. Folks, Daniel Jones was on the field for 4 drives or so. He threw 5 deep balls, 4 of them underthrown. 1 or 2 either interceptions, the other ones were deflected. Now, either his timing fucking sucks or his arm has gotten weaker because every single fucking ball thrown down the field, we're talking 30 yards or more, every one was underthrown. Well, 4 of the 5. This is a problem. I said it before and I said it again. The Giants couldn't come up with an extra $500,000 a year for Saquon. The Eagles offered him $12.5 million per year for 3 years. The Giants couldn't come in at 13, say, hey, Saquon, we want you retiring a Giant. If you're here, Joe Shane even said, Saquon resigns this contract. The Yankees, Giants general manager, Joe Shane, he says, Saquon resigns this contract, he's making the Ring of Honor. He's probably telling the truth. 3 or 4 years of Saquon Barkley, more in a Giants uniform, he's probably making the Ring of Honor. But at the same time, Joe Shane, you recognize that this guy's making the Ring of Honor because that's what he said on Hard Knocks. Can't pony up an extra $500,000 per year, $1.5 million over the course of 3 years. This is the fucking NFL. You're playing the goddamn fucking New York market. I'm telling you, we've seen the Giants win games with Saquon and without Daniel. But anytime there is Daniel Jones and no Saquon, they fucking suck ass. Right in front of my eyes. I know. Just practice, training camp. But 5 deep balls, 4 underthrown by Daniel Jones, couple of picks. What the fuck? I ended up fucking being pissed off. Bobo says, Roy, I almost got into a true blue. I almost got arrested yesterday.
Again?
Because I'm so... I was so irritated. I go, Bo, how you getting home? He gave me a ticket. So I'm like, can I help you out there? And he goes, I was going to take the train. You could give me a ride back to, Yonkers. I go, not a fucking chance in hell, baby. Or a ride back to Queens. They go, absolutely not. I was thinking more like the train station, bud. I'll drop you off at Secaucus. Hey, come on. I'm still doing my part. It's for like a 15-minute car ride from MetLife to Secaucus Junction train station. And then bada bing, bada boom, you zip over to Queens. Come on. It's Sunday afternoon, for Christ's sakes. It's 88 degrees. Me and my son, we're just going to drive all around fucking the New York, New Jersey, tri-state area for this fucking kid? But I was also irritated, so that's why I was like, no way in hell am I driving to Queens. But
yeah, where did the police come in?
I drive to the fucking Secaucus train station, and there's nowhere to drop people off there. Hey, Secaucus, maybe consider like a drop-off spot. There's a fucking one road in front of this huge brick building that's like fucking 7 feet wide. So you have to stop your car in the road. I stopped my car in the road to fucking drop little kind sweet Bobo off and honk, honk, honk behind me.
Well, I'm sure Bo was aware and got out real quick for you. He's usually good at getting out of those positions fast.
No, I'm going to tell you what happened. Okay? The guy behind me was an Uber driver, because he had the little Uber thing, and he's going bonk, bonk, bonk. Hold on, give me 1 second. You guys stretch for a second. I got to show you. Give me a second. 1 second. Come on, stretch.
We're stretching, buddy.
Stretch, okay. All right, that's how fast I am. Bo gets out of the car. Honk, honk, honk. I go like this. I put my hand out the window, and I just say, stop. Fucking kid's getting out of the car. It's going to take 7 seconds. He's going to get out of the car and walk into the train station. Just fucking relax. Every cunt on the planet Earth is so narcissistic, egomaniacal, and fucking impatient these days. I hate all of you. So he goes like that. He honk, honk, honk. I'm putting my hand out the window. Stop it. Patience. Bobo gets out. He gets in. He goes into the fucking train station. That didn't take long at all. It took 7 to 15 seconds. I proceed to pull away. Bye, Bo. And as I pull away, I look in the rearview mirror. Roy.
Uh-oh, yeah.
The Uber driver points at Bo and goes like this. No, dude. No,
What?
dude. No, dude.
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
he would have had a better time threatening me.
Yeah.
Because Bo had just given me the fucking tickets to the training camp.
Oh, dear.
So when that guy did that, he's fucking pantomime shooting Bo, in case you're listening to this on the audio-only podcast. The Uber driver looked right at Bo, put the window down, put his hand out the car window, and pantomime shooting Bo in the fucking head. Boom, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. Because you couldn't wait 10 seconds while fucking Bo gets out of the car?
He's a little slow.
So I wasn't even going there. What is?
No, I mean moving, slow moving. You
Slow
know,
moving.
yeah,
Slow moving.
that's what I said.
Takes a while.
Came out wrong. Apologize. I love Bobo. He knows that.
Roy, when I saw the pantomime of the gun, I got an actual fucking baseball bat.
Oh,
No joke. And I put it out the window, too. Tough guy Uber driver threatening to fucking shoot people. Hey, Uber, by the way, that's a legit story. So look to see whatever fucking pussy-ass bitch, coward, asshole, cunt was threatening to shoot Bo yesterday. We were at that place at it was about 11:45 or noon. We got to the Giants practice. It was 9 a.m. We left around noon. So I dropped off Bo around noon. Find out, Uber, who was in Sea Caucus around noon yesterday. Because that guy threatened to fucking shoot my friend Bo. So I picked a baseball bat and I go, I'm going to fucking kill you.
Oh, I bet you were, David. I know. I've seen you getting enraged.
Robert's seen it one time when he saw me. We were in New York, in Manhattan proper, and he saw me take on a New York postman. Post truck. Yeah, mail truck.
Oh, that's a federal offense.
They
no
cut me off
there.
twice. So I did the bat gimmick on them, too. But this guy, had this guy gotten out of his car, I was 100% ready to get out of my car, walk over to his with the bat, and destroy his fucking windshield. I'm not kidding. I was serious. I was this close to doing the Jack Nicholson thing. And at this point, I was, when he took the golf club, some guy beeped behind him and he took a golf club out of the trunk of his car and smashed the guy's fucking windshield.
Yeah, I've seen the video.
Okay,
yeah.
That's Jersey Shore's own Jack Nicholson, okay? That's where the Dave Man's from. That's how we handle a business. Threatening to shoot Bo? I will fucking take a baseball bat and destroy your car.
David, where is this rage from? I mean, normally you would have just been like, you would have just driven off and been okay. Usually the weapon doesn't.
I know, it really rubbed me the wrong way that he fucking, dude, I know it's a finger gun.
He could have had a rubber band in there, David. You don't know that.
I know it's a finger gun, folks, but I have to tell you, okay? This was, no, I don't know. It set me off. You're such a dick that you can't wait 10 seconds for another human being to get out of the car. And by the way, the world's not just about you, Uber driver. You don't know if this person has any physical handicaps. I don't know what the fucking words are these days that aren't offensive. But you don't know what the fuck is going on with that human being, right? So the fucking person take 10 seconds to drop that person off. It's not my fault that the Secaucus fucking train station has no drop-off area. So you forced me to drop him off in the middle of the road because that's the only place to drop someone off. So wait the 10 seconds, and you're threatening to shoot his gun. I swear to God, I hope I see that. I know exactly the car he's driving. I know what he looks like.
What nationality was he, David? Let's get to the bottom of this.
I wasn't going to go there. You did, but he is of Middle Eastern descent.
Oh.
Thank God he finger gunned instead of pantomime like a backpack blowing up or something. Like, I'm going to get all of you.
Again, I wasn't going there, but Roy Harder, I guess you need some more visuals.
I like to know these things for my mental picture.
You like the picture to be painted nicely with all the details.
Yes.
And it's got nothing to do with the fact that your family lineage is about 1,000 generations of Aryans that you guys pray to some fucking Germanic Nordic god made of ice cubes and shit.
Can I just say?
So of course, the father, the guy whose dad was in the goddamn German army, wants to know the nationality, but he was a Middle Eastern gentleman, I will say.
I'm just glad Stan's not driving yet. Otherwise, given that experience, it would have been, Stan, I'll meet you at home. Just drive the car. I got to go take care of this. And then Eastside Dave sprints that at another car.
I told him why I was freaking out. I taught him a lesson. You stick up for your friends.
Oh, absolutely. He just can't drive. When we had that experience, it was, Rob, I'll meet you at the studio. Then you got out of my car and chased down the mail truck in Manhattan traffic in Times Square.
This mail truck in Times Square cut us off no less than 3 times, Roy. After the third time, it's like, fuck you. I understand the slogan is through rain and wind and shit, but it doesn't say through Davey Mac's fucking aluminum baseball bat. It doesn't say that because I will fucking smash your head in. That's why I keep the bat in the car. Try me, motherfucker. I'm 389 in fucking high school. You think I can't fuck your goddamn legs up? I will break your fucking kneecaps, bitch.
David, maybe you shouldn't travel with the bat in the car. Maybe, or up your dosage. One or the other.
I mean, the finger gun thing bothered me.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a disrespect. I mean, it's better than doing one of these, or it's just the same thing. Basically, it's disrespect.
I guess you're right, but I don't know.
Yeah. You should have
It set me off. I will say it had me seeing red. For Christ's sakes.
Sometimes counting to 10 is a good idea. Sorry, Bobby. Go ahead.
No. I just think Dave should have yelled out the window, "Hey, Bo, this guy wants to talk NASCAR with you." And then just have Bo talk to him about NASCAR for the next hour and a half, and now see how long you're waiting.
Oh man, there's always almost an incident in my life. Today I went to Walgreens before the show, and I parked my car in the parking lot, and I parked next to a car, and all I'll say is I saw 2 humans in the driver's seat. What I'm saying is I think at fucking noon on a Monday saw maybe either intercourse or perhaps an act of prostitution. There was, 2 people in the driver's seat. There was some kind of bobbing. I'm like, this is an apartment complex. Your apartment's right there. Why do you do? I didn't realize you were parked so close to me, David.
And I didn't realize you had prostitutes in your town. I think we're going to be shooting Tales from the Satellite at Dave's house going forward.
Yeah.
Something was going on, Robert.
So what'd you do? Did you take the bat to the guys?
No, those people didn't threaten me. So I said, continue your love. Continue your love. You 2 loving people. Because no threats. See, I don't want to I want to be a bastion of joy and happiness.
No, I'm agreeing. I'm agreeing with you, David. You should be a
that didn't sound like an agreeable fucking noise, is my point. That sounded like a goddamn Doubting Thomas noise. That sounded like fucking Jesus is like, I got crucified, and she's like, oh, really? Really, Lord? Now listen. Once again, we're going to get into the Olympics in just a bit. Yeah. But wow, who was right once again? I want every motherfucker who attacked my ass a month ago when I did a goddamn rant, one of our many, many, many viral clips. And it was about how fucking Caitlin Clark got fucking jobbed over as anyone with eyeballs who's simply watched and understands how sports works. Okay? Anyone with any understanding of sports knew that it was a complete fucking screw job and total bullshit that Caitlin Clark didn't make the Olympic team. Come on, man. Again, she had the stats to back it up, but how many times do we have to say this? Eyeballs matter. The fact is, it started with her in college, and now it's transferred over to the WNBA. She gets bigger attendances than anyone else. She gets more people watching the games on TV than anyone else. I'm not saying she's the best player, anti-Caitlin Clark people, but She's undisputably the best star, period. So I said, combined with her fantastic rookie year and the fact that she's WNBA's best star, she should be on the Olympic team. Yes, yes, yes. And yet, I got this pushback. You're just saying that because she's white. First of all, I don't think like that, you fucking cunt. Like, do you know who you're talking to? Just because you finally fucking found the best sports show of all time and you're finally witnessing what real passion, enthusiasm, and what fucking people who talk off the top of their head and don't need a teleprompter on ESPN to do it, what real fucking creative sports talk looks like. It's this. I'm captivating. But just because I'm interesting and I'm passionate about something, don't put me in any fucking category. You fucking lying bitch. Because a month ago, I was attacked for saying that fucking Caitlin Clark should be on the Olympic team. Well, guess who just fucking agreed with me? One of the main people who was calling her overrated or hey, she don't belong or, I mean, come on, she's okay, blah, blah, blah. Dawn Staley, college coach Dawn Staley, goes on NBC yesterday and says this. Robert,
there's so much conversation about women's basketball. The run you at South Carolina had to the national championship, a perfect season. Obviously, Caitlin Clark. And there was so much conversation on should Caitlin be on the U.S. women's national team. You were part of the selection.
Wonder where they filmed this.
Give me your read on that now that we've got a little bit of time and we can get into some clear air to see what happened.
Right. When as a committee member, you're charged with putting together best team of players, the best talent. Caitlin is just a rookie in the WNBA. Wasn't playing bad, but wasn't playing like she's playing now. If we had to do it all over again, the way that she's playing, she would be in really high consideration of making the team because she is playing head and shoulders above a lot of people, shooting the ball extremely well.
Yep.
I mean, she is an elite passer.
Yep.
She's just got a great basketball IQ, and she's a little more seasoned.
All right, that's it. That's all we need.
In a couple of months.
Yeah.
The audio was a little warbly, but you got the point.
Yeah.
I think it might be just on your end, Dave.
Okay,
So
Roy,
hopefully
did
in
you hear that
post will be
warbly?
good.
I heard the warbliness, David. I just assumed it was because they were in France.
We all hear the warbly, Robert. That's something that needs to be corrected going forth. Whatchamacallit, Dawn Staley said exactly what I said a month ago. Exactly. That she is a fucking incredible passer while also being a Steph Curry level shooter, 3-point shooter specifically. Exactly. And it's not hard to have said this since we saw this in college. We've seen this everywhere. We've seen this 2 years in college for that matter. We knew she was going to be this type of player. And we knew she deserved to be on the Olympic team. And now, and everyone who said it a month ago got fucking roasted for it. And now Dawn Staley and others are realizing we done fucked up. And you know why? No one is talking about the WNBA, right? Or, well, they're not talking about Team USA women. Mm-hmm. They took a picture of the women, the Team USA women's post-game press conference. There was like 7 reporters in there. To compare to the Team USA, there was like 150. If you don't think that Caitlin Clark would have improved the amount of people covering Team USA women, you're a fucking lying to yourself, asshole. Stars are stars. People care about stars. Caitlin Clark, in addition to being a star, is now the rookie of the year. She just set a fucking WNBA record with 19 assists in the game. She's averaging 17 points in the game. That's better than multiple people on the Team USA Olympic team. Again, she has better stats than multiple people on Team USA right now. And that was very predictable because she's a great player. So it's amazing that once again, Dave Stradamus, the seer of the future, predicts everything. calls it out. But because I have fucking energy and electricity, I got all these fucking names called in my goddamn direction. And now the same people who were saying that shit are admitting, oh, whoops. Looks like Caitlin Clark should be on the fucking team after all. So where's our apology? I want a fucking apology from Dawn Staley and from any other fucking cunt who went into my Facebook DMs bitching at me. You're just saying that because here's what I'm saying. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck everything you stand for. Go fuck your own stupid brain. I was right yet again. And you're all on the Shizer list.
Shizer! Shizer! You're the ones that we despise her!
Is that clear?
Pretty clear.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, they also called you Ginger, David. I remember that one.
Ginger, soulless, ugly Ginger. Hope you die. Hope you die. Go join the MAGA cult, I was told. But I don't believe I've ever voted for Donald Trump in my life. That's kind of weird. But go join the... Why? Because I thought that Caitlin Clark should be on an Olympic team? So now what do you have to say that your fucking great Dawn Staley admits that she should be on the Olympic team? What do you have to say about that? Nothing. 0.0 come. I got nothing in terms of apologies or you were right, Dave, man. Nothing. Fucking worst. Just people lie. And people are so fucking sensitive. Hey, assholes. I haven't changed at all. Society has. We're oversensitive cunts. It's official. Because if someone speaks about any topic, if they bring the type of energy I do, they want to put you as an ist or a phobe. It's total fucking horseshit. Grow the fuck up and stop it. I just bring electricity. But I celebrate the good ones and I shit on the bad ones, regardless of what fucking category they fall into. You see how that works?
If being MAGA led to you having 5 once-in-a-generation talents on the Olympic team, a lot more people would be MAGA. I'm just throwing that out there, too.
I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm not into politics. Do you hear me do political talk? Do you see me on Twitter or Facebook doing politics? I fucking hate all politicians. All of them.
Smart, David.
No. So, okay. This is the best. So that's one viral thing that happened. So that was a viral clip about a month ago about why Caitlin Clark should be on the Olympics. That one took off.
Yeah.
Something else has taken off recently. And this
dear.
one is so much more pleasant, Roy.
Oh, yeah?
Don't worry, Roy. Davey Mac's going to be, I know sometimes you get a little upset. I get crazy.
Well, that's okay. I mean,
You don't want to see your one of your, Roy's in the top 3 of best friends, and he doesn't want to see one of his top 3 best friends have some kind of fucking on-air heart attack. I am in your top 3, right, Roy?
You certainly are, David. Yeah. Dare I say top 1.5.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Robert, in your fucking face.
Roy knows about my own thing where I have to be on my own list. I don't like anybody else.
Top 3?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think we could probably got 2 of the top 3 on this show right now. Oh, boy, you think that Uber driver could let me borrow his gun? I got something to take care of after the show.
The Uber driver is looking for a vest of dynamite right now.
Oh, dear.
All right, listen.
Trying to get through TSA.
All right, listen. This one is funny, though, to me.
Okay.
So we did a couple clips, as we do every week. Got to thank Bobby Hutch, Bobby Pantera, for doing these clips. The last clip we posted on my TikTok, Anyside Dave, was about how, because I'm so down on the WNBA and all the fucking lying. It was just a fucking... Listen, one day, hard questions need to be asked. Not on us. It's on you. Why were you guys so jealous of Caitlin Clark? Like, again, I'm not making it about nothing. I'm not trying to fucking solve why. But I think the question needs to be asked. What was with a fucking hate by Dawn Staley? Again, what's her face? The fucking one with the big nose. Diana Taurasi. Right? Diana Taurasi, and who's a white lady. So again, that's why I'm not even just chalking it up to any kind of ethnic thing or anything. Diana Taurasi. Don't say, what was the deal with all the hate towards Caitlin Clark? Because you were wrong. And now everyone who was saying the most obvious shit, biggest eyeballs, and yes, she has talent. Yes, she has fucking talent. She has game-breaking, transcendent talent. We saw it in college, and now it's official. We're seeing it in the WNBA. She's fucking setting all kinds of records. And she's got better. They're saying she's in the top 3 for NBA, for MVP voting right now.
Oh, wow.
They're saying if the fucking season ended, she wouldn't be in the top 3 for MVP. Okay, this is all anyone was fucking saying because it was as clear as day. But other people were trying to make some fucking excuses. Is it perhaps for their bias? Just throwing it out there. Well, this is a pleasant, funny story in which, because I am against kind of or just frustrated with the WNBA deceit, I am all pro NBA, and including the men's team. I was telling you guys last week, I want the men's team to go out there and fucking light it up, beat teams by 30 points, establish some fucking dominance, and just destroy teams. And when I posted the video last week, or Bobby Hutch gave me the video now, we posted it, of the American team better fucking step it up and dominate. It's gone viral, but not for the reasons why you would have thought.
Oh, no?
I checked, and it's got like 600 comments. And like 12, it just went up. It's got like 12,000 views, 600 comments. Go to my latest TikTok thing. And when I clicked on why, it was all people from the South Sudan. The fine African folks from the South Sudan actually are loving my fucking video because I was talking shit about Team USA.
Amazing, David. I love it.
This is also crazy, but on multiple, and I clicked on the profiles to make sure they were legit. Multiple South Sudan ladies, beautiful, by the way. Oh, beautiful ladies did the emoji with hearts in their eyes.
They like those gingers, buddy.
Well, this is what I'm saying. So apparently, there are a couple African Americans who don't like me right now, but there are a lot of Africans who love me right now. You can't fucking make this shit up. In America, we don't have a problem.
Yep.
We don't have a division problem.
No.
Because the fucking thing has gone viral over in South Sudan, and I'm thinking of fucking moving there and goddamn running for president. Yeah, I got ladies from the South Sudan, beautiful African princesses giving me hearts and stuff, and I love the passion and this and that. And I'm like, well, hey, hello. Like maybe I can do like a little David Bowie Iman situation over here. How fucking cool would that be, Roy?
Got yourself a nice little Thomas Jefferson situation going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can dig a pretty good well, David. I know that. So, you can find water.
But, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, this is like people want to like just fucking deny that we have serious fucking division problems. And really, it's not just division problems. We have a terrible aspect of society, whereas if you disagree with another human, they want to chalk you up to there's something wrong. You must be a bigot, prejudiced, an est. You must. Just if you disagree with someone. If a fucking Italian guy gives me a meatball and go, it's a little undercooked, he'll probably be like, oh, you fucking hate all Italians, you goddamn Mick Irish fucking bastard. What do you call me a wop now? I'm like, no, I just don't like the meatball. I don't like Angel Reese. she's a big mouth. And she don't back up the fact that she wants to be a villain all the time. I'll be a villain. I'll wear the black hat. I'll be a villain. And the second she gets a little heat, we're being bullied and harassed and the media's picking on us. Shut the fuck up. But if you say that, you're an ass. No, she's a phony. What DMSP does for years is celebrate the heroes and call out the assholes, regardless of what the fuck category you're in. And just because I get fired up about it doesn't mean I have any fucking I have no political leanings towards anything or anyone. Goddamn fucking bastards.
Fucking liberals.
Yeah, ruining everything.
No. I didn't say liberals. Everyone is fucking bothering me.
No, I know.
They're all bad. If you get into all your fucking brains have been warped by social media and politics. Don't you see? It's making us all fucking pussy bitches. Grow up. Let people have their opinions. You don't like it? Move on.
Did you see the best example of that with Caitlin Clark that's been going around, Dave?
No.
Where she got fouled. She throws the ball up in the air and it bounces off the rim and it's going to hit her defender in the head. And she reaches up and kind of like pushes it out of the way. But the defender thinks she's putting her hand in her face. So she starts going after Caitlin. Like 3 of her teammates grab her and go, no, she was being nice. She was being nice and like have to hold this girl back because Caitlin was keeping her from getting hit in the head with the ball. Like that's how fired up everybody is these days.
Yeah, I mean, people are fired up. But that's fine. But then either everyone's allowed to be fired up or no one's allowed to be fired up. But stop this bullshit in society right the fuck now. Like, cut it the fuck out. And by the way, I think we are getting past it. Because I think more and more people who just don't fucking care about politics at all or race or fucking any of this shit, which I don't, are just sick and tired of, if I don't like something, you must be. No, I'm not. You should see the amount of people who have given me shit because I don't like the Acolyte. I'm like, I am a lifelong Star Wars fan. Are you fucking kidding me? But it's like, oh, look at this Johnny-come-lately screaming about the Acolyte. I'm like, I'm screaming about the Acolyte because it's shat in George Lucas and every single Star Wars fan's mouth. If you've watched Star Wars for 40 years, you got shat in your mouth by the Acolyte. But what? I'm supposed to take it? Fucking assholes. Blow up the world. Aliens, come here and fucking blow us up. Blow us all up. I don't care. Blow us up. We don't deserve to be alive anymore. Human species has failed because we just can't get over ourselves. Our egos and narcissism has run rampant. I think it's probably social media and technology that's done it. But
Yeah.
There's probably other factors.
We could blame Zuckerberg, that white motherfucker.
All right, good. You said white. Don't go the other direction.
No, I would never make fun of Elon Musk.
Don't go in that direction.
Those Africans, I stay away from the Africans.
Okay, yeah. Oh, those African. Oh, Elon Musk. Okay.
But I do miss a time where we could disagree and it wasn't based off of some prejudice or pre-existing thing.
It was like that forever. Honestly. Yeah. And again, the last great decade is the 90s, where you could scream about shit and people aren't going to be like, well, you must be. Like, no, I just don't like that band, or just don't like that rap group, or just don't like that movie, or just don't like that athlete. That's all. It actually has nothing to do with anything else other than, I don't like that fucking shit.
Like earlier, you said Diana Taurasi was big-nosed and ugly, and I didn't call you a drunk Mick loser. I just go, oh, David must be gay.
You like Diana Taurasi?
Oh, Dave, she is my Mount Rushmore of WNBA players.
Show Roy what she looks like.
Maybe you should remove the glasses.
I mean, Roy.
Yeah, I'm curious.
I mean, she kind of looks like Abe Vigoda, Roy, with fucking a wig on. Like,
yeah,
got like a guy.
I mean, I've seen Bobby's type. He's got some good taste in ladies. I'm not going to take that from Bobby.
This one's more about DNA and getting my kid to the NBA than anything.
Let's see Diana Taurasi.
I'm trying.
Will you show Roy Diana Taurasi?
I am.
God damn fucking go. There she is, Roy. There's Jimmy Durant with the fucking basketball shirt on.
Jimmy. I
She got
think she's a
her
very
schnoz,
attractive young woman. She's a very attractive
Very
young woman.
attractive.
Yeah.
Very attractive.
Yeah,
Wait till you hear this, Roy. 9 DUIs in the same season she won league MVP.
That's
Oh,
not
super-
true.
Yeah, she has like 9 DUIs.
That makes her like super hot now, David.
I didn't know she was a party girl, Robert. Now all of a sudden, things are going to
also-
change around here.
She set up the drinking game they were doing during the WNBA draft. She is a lush, and I love it. She also can dribble and play good defense.
Look, I'm not saying maybe she's fun to hang out with. I'm just saying. A lot of the ladies from South Sudan who are hitting on the Dave Man all of a sudden are way more beautiful than Diana Taurasi. I'm just being honest. I've clicked on their profiles. I've done the research. I also tried a reversal, Roy.
Yeah.
Roy, I tried a reversal where then I DM'd one of the African people who likes me. I said, could you give me $50,000? I'm an American prince. It didn't work. It didn't work. So, Team USA, LeBron, thank you. Thank you, LeBron. I mean it. LeBron James threw the fucking hammer down. So did Kevin Durant against Serbia. They kicked the shit out of him, beat him by 25 or something like that. I don't know, 110 to 85 or 114. They beat the shit out of Serbia. That's what we're talking about. One of the stories is Jason Tatum, coming off of winning the NBA Finals, got 0 minutes in the game, which is kind of funny, a little weird. Steve Kerr is the Team USA coach. He's like, yeah, we had to get Durant back and this and that. He made all kinds of excuses, but that didn't make a lot of sense. But I'm happy that the men fucking killed Serbia. You got to keep it going. This is what I'm talking about. 25 to 30-point victories. This is what we need. So keep it up. LeBron James, he's a controversial figure, but I've been a fan. What can I tell you? Ever since he scored 25 points as a Cleveland Cav against the Boston Celtics, 25 points in the fucking fourth quarter in an NBA fucking Eastern Conference Finals game. What the shit? That was insane.
And I hate LeBron. I have been a LeBron hater his entire career. I've rooted against him. But every 4 years when he puts on that red, white, and blue, you won't find a bigger USA LeBron fan than me. Go bring home the gold for the boys. Like, I like to root against you when you're here, but you're representing our country. Dominate.
He's dominating, baby. So the Olympics, I watched a lot of rugby. Quick takeaway, 7-minute halves?
Yeah.
Like the game just starts, but it's running time. And so like I've really been into the Olympic rugby, but they got to make these halves longer. What the fuck is 7-minute running time? It's like you barely saw a game. Like I thought it was going to be quarters. They play 1 7-minute running time half.
But
Take
the thing with rugby,
halftime and play another 7-minute running time half. That seems like barely any game to me.
but they're not just running, David. They are like sprinting back and forth that entire 7 minutes and beating the shit out of each other. So
15-minute halves.
all I know is I was amazed that breakdancing is now an Olympic sport, David.
Breakdancing as well. Absolutely. I watch America kick a lot of ass with the swimming. Noah Lyles. This is the guy who says this Olympics is all about his legacy. He wants to be considered one of the greats of all time. He is yet, I believe it's his second Olympics. And in the first Olympics, he did not win a gold. So this guy better go out there and win the gold. Because the last time I checked, Carl Lewis was in 4 fucking Olympics. And Carl Lewis won golds in all 4 Olympics, 84, 88, 92, and 96. So I don't know how, if you've already competed in Olympics and you've yet to win a gold, you're talking about your legacy. Yeah, your legacy better fucking be to win this goddamn Olympics here, sir. Otherwise, your legacy is choke artist. That's him?
That's him, yeah.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's a good runner, that guy.
Dave,
The
would
other
you like to
thing that
hear
people- Yeah.
a funny Olympic story real quick?
Yes.
So, do you know who Brody Stevens is? Or Brody, not Stevens, the Olympic gymnastics guy. So he tore his knee, couldn't walk a year before the qualifiers, then won the men's Olympic all-around with like a blown out knee to get to qualify for the tournament. In college, my sister did the same thing. She tore her ACL and competed her senior year without one just so she didn't miss her 1 year of getting to do gymnastics.
Wow.
So I texted her. I was like, hey, did you see somebody's trying to pull off a Maggie? And she was like, oh, yeah. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. My man blew it. He did not do well at all. So I got my sister all fired up for no reason.
That's always the worst, is when you get emotionally invested with one of these stupid Olympic stories. And you're like, oh my God, this guy's like father died. And then at the funeral, the mom went to like kiss, the casket, and she died. Like the tree fell on her. And then they had to bury the mom. As they're burying the mom, like the fucking, the grandparents died out of like, grief. And you're like,
on the way to the funeral.
Fuck, like 9 guys in this person's family died. I just want you to win in skeet shooting. And it's like,
nobody gives a shit about.
And then he goes like, 14 for 25. He like misses 9 shots. And you're like, motherfucker, all you do is practice skeet shooting. How'd you miss 9 times?
Your family's the lucky one. They don't have to be around a loser the rest of their lives.
Now, the other thing that's getting the shit is the Olympic opening ceremony.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to go in a direction again because I ain't no one of those fucking crazy ass motherfuckers. But I guess people were upset about there was some kind of thing where there was all these folks at a table and they were thinking it was mocking the Last Supper painting from Da Vinci. I don't know what the outrage is, and I don't fucking care. I could care less. Why I was not a big fan of the Olympic opening ceremony, it was disjointed as fuck. They had like 15 different ceremonies going on at the same time. You didn't know where you were, what you were doing, who you were looking at. In China, that shit was all contained to a fucking 150,000 person stadium. Everyone's in unison drumming and shit. Fireworks and all that. It was all in the same place. In Paris, there's people partying on the bridge. There's people, they were doing fucking weird shit on boats. Had people on the Eiffel Tower. They had people in Tahiti because there's going to be surfing in Tahiti. So I didn't know what the fuck was going on. A disjointed, confusing opening ceremony. I didn't care about the goddamn Last Supper shit. Make this shit make sense.
Couldn't tell the men from the women. That's what made it a bit disjointed for me, David.
It's because they don't shave in France, Roy.
That's true. I've been to Paris, Roy.
Oh, yeah.
Were you looking for answers?
Looking for Paris. Okay, anyway.
Did you see when they did the Who Gets to Light the Flame? They were passing it and they kept adding American athletes in. And I was like, what? I thought it was supposed to be all French. And then my dad called and goes, they just don't have athletes, Bob.
Yeah,
they had to pick superstars.
Yeah. They're like Greg LeMond. Remember him? He was like the French bicyclist from the 80s who won every race. It's like, hey, Greg LeMond, what are you doing these days?
They had an adult way too early. You're like, oh, God, they popped the cherry. It's too soon.
Was
Tony Parker? I mean, they could have went with a fucking NBA guy in Tony Parker.
But what has he done in the Olympics other than lose to the LeBron's team?
I know, but I mean, he's retired and he's, Hall of Famer in the NBA. That's what I'm saying. All right, but we have a special guest who would like to discuss the Olympic ceremony. And I'm a little bit nervous about this. His name is Sports Robot. Oh, shit. There he is. Sports Robot and his helper, Roybot. So, hi, Sports Robot. How are you? He says, he'd be better if a giant French man in drag fucked me to death. Okay, we don't... Yeah, we know. Let's just get on to you a little bit here. So what did you think of the Olympics opening ceremony, Sports Robot? He says the whole thing looked as if fruit roll-ups were magically transformed into humans like Pinocchio. Only instead of becoming a real boy, these folks became real gay. Okay. Okay. Robert, I could use a laugh every once in a while.
I was dying at that one. That was pretty good.
Otherwise, it sounds odd. What, Sports Robot? What have you said? Sports Robot says, and by the looks of a few of those colorful characters, some of them wouldn't mind an Eiffel Tower up their ass. All right. All right. First of all, it's offensive, Sports Robot. And Robert, now that was almost too much laughing.
That was genuine, Dave.
No, but it's offensive. It's the kind of thing that I'm trying to say. We're nothing like Sports Robot. I had 15 minutes ago. I went in direct, like we're not. So let's just keep it a little more PC. Okay, go ahead. Sports Robot says, here's a joke. After they chopped her head off, Marie Antoinette was simple. Whereas Napoleon, complex. Napoleon complex, Robert?
That's highbrow writing, Dave. You got to appreciate that from Sports Robot.
That's the type of thing that I like, Sports Robot. I don't like you going into that other category. And your helper, Roybot, by the way, this is Sports Robot. But Roybot is the one who is freaking me the fuck out with those fucking little eyeballs of his. They're looking all over the place. They're just Roybot's eyes are just as shifty as Roy Harder's eyes. All right, I don't condone any of this. So Napoleon complex. All right, terrible joke, strange direction. Go ahead, continue. He says he's got another joke. What do you get when you cross someone from Paris with someone on death row? French fry. I hate you, Sports Robot. You ruined the show today. You ruined the show today. No, you're not helping.
He's helping, Dave.
He's not helping me. Horrible humor. Anything else? Any final comments? He says, Sports Robot says, one last joke. How many Frenchmen does it take to screw in a light bulb? He says, who knows? Those guys were a bunch of pussies and let Hitler take over Paris. Okay. Actually, not much of a joke. Sports Robot. No. Not even the joke there. Sports Robot and Roybot. Sports Robot and Roybot. Thank you for your... I can't call that help, but thank you. Thank you for whatever that was. I'm pissed off because we had video of Anthony Edwards doing the DX. Anthony Edwards, after LeBron dunked the basketball, and I'm a big Anthony Edwards fan. The guy from the Minnesota Timberwolves, that's a guy who the Knicks should get. He starts going like this, Roy. The old crotch move.
I know the move.
That's from D-Generation X. That should not be considered an offensive gesture. And yet NBC has fucking removed that video from anyone on Twitter. If you're had a bootleg version or this or that, it's getting pulled down. NBC, chillax. Do you know anything? First of all, NBC, you own Peacock. You know what Peacock does? It shows every goddamn fucking WWE pay-per-view. So NBC Universal is all tied into the WWE right now. You'd think one fucking person would recognize he was just doing a DX gesture.
I mean, they own a network called Peacock.
It's not the type of thing to fucking get all crazy about and start taking down off of social media. Chill out.
Ridiculous, David.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you for agreeing with me for a change. I feel a lot better after Sports Robot. And after I was able to cathartically get out what I would do to that Uber driver. Because that Uber driver was giving me a lot of... I have actually been thinking about that Uber driver pantomiming shooting Bo for 24 hours. I've been how can I... Yeah, I've actually been researching, how can I figure out who this guy was? Is there an app that can tell you where Ubers were?
Yeah, it's called Uber. The Uber app.
but it wasn't my Uber. But I'd love to know. I'd love to know.
You have the app. You could still be like, I was at Secaucus Junction at this time, and there was this model car behind me who was operating for you, threatening to shoot people. And I guarantee he doesn't work for Uber much longer.
I might. You know what? And
then that driver is. Then he's definitely going to shoot someone, David.
I hate.
Yeah. Best leave it as it is. He's angry enough as it is. Clearly.
I'm angry too. What am I not allowed to be angry? See, that's the thing. Only certain people can be outraged or angry these days. I'm fucking bankrupt like everybody else.
Yeah.
Well, I won't say bankrupt, but you know what I'm saying. Everyone's got inflation.
Broke.
Everyone's dealing with fucking shit.
Yeah, of course. Sometimes it pays to be the better man, the bigger man, David.
All right, you're right. I'm not going to do anything. But if I see him ever again, he's a fucking dead man.
So much for being the better man.
Have you considered maybe getting your own gun, Dave? You seem very calm and reasonable in these situations, and maybe that would help bring a sense of peace to everybody around you. Like if they called you old Davey 6-shooter, if you got an old-fashioned pistol.
Dude, come on, man. When you hit 389, you think you fucking need a gun? Dude, do you know what I... Dude, I prefer this. Because I can hit I'll break the guy's legs, or I'll break his fucking arms, or if I have to, I'll kill him. I'll squash I'll use his fucking head like Gallagher uses a watermelon. Okay, and this is my goddamn sludge-o-matic, motherfucker. Okay?
I have a feeling this clip is going to be isolated and used in a court of law someday.
I'm saying if I'm attacked.
The state of New Jersey versus defendant McDonald. I'd like to play this clip from Monday, July 29th on the Davey Mac Sports Program.
If I'm attacked. I'm not going out threatening people with a baseball bat if I'm not attacked. I'm saying if I'm attacked.
Now, all those work real well close range if you considered bringing a ball with you. So for perhaps if you need a distance, you could throw it up to yourself and then hit it. You are the 380 hitter.
Robert, I've already thought about this. Because I have gotten pulled over and cops have said, one time I had two puppets in the back seat with a baseball bat, and the cop literally, true story, 100% true story.
Bobo and Big A.
It was like Lil Davey right behind me and somebody else, and I literally buckled them in the back seat just to be funny. I got the fucking puppets in the back seat, the baseball bat in the front seat. The cop comes over, he I'm speeding or whatever. He's like, "What the?" He goes, "What the fuck's going on here?" I'm just like, "Oh no! I do radio and podcasting, crazy things, man." But these days, I removed the puppets out of the back seat. But I have a different baseball bat. See, I have baseball bats in almost every room, folks. So if you try to break it in, there's a baseball bat with your name on it. But I have, I decided to put next to the baseball bat, there is my glove and a baseball. So that if a cop pulls me over, I go, I'm just at fucking baseball practice, bro.
They're like, he's 45. He's got special needs. He's got a puppet, a baseball bat. He thinks he's doing baseball practice. Let him go.
Practice for what? Fucking.
Because the Olympics coming up.
Yeah. They're going to think I'm fucking Jack Nicholson in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, where I'm imagining my own World Series game.
They're gonna call in a 5150 on you, David.
I can't believe that cop let you go.
Yeah.
He let me go. He could see the crazy. He's like, I don't want to fight with this guy.
If I see a guy with puppets and a baseball bat, I'm going, no. Let me get a second car to make sure I'm not the only one who goes down when this guy snaps.
There was this one cop who insisted when I was completely sober and I was coming back from working a waiting job. Like I was a waiter at the hotel.
Yeah.
And I had just worked for a double shift. So it was good. I mean, honestly, you start at 6 a.m. and you're done at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
Okay. It's a very serious fucking amount of time. So I'm sweaty, all this shit. Cop comes over. He goes, "How many have you had tonight?" I'm like, "I haven't been drinking at all. I just got off of work, double shift, Warren Hotel." He's like, "Why are you all sweaty and red?" I'm like, because that's me.
Yeah, you should have told him, gingers have no souls, dude.
Yeah, But I'm like, well, that's me. And the fucking prick didn't believe it. He's like, I'm like, what kind of fucking, yeah, fuck you, dick shit. All right, before we go, I can't do it anymore. I can't fucking just sit here year in and year out, accurately predict what's going to happen with the Yankees. That they're going to have a good start, and then they're going to falter, and Brian Cashman won't do nothing. And did I not tell you before the season started on the Davey Mac Sports Program MLB preview special, did I not say the Yankees will go only as far as Clay Holmes allows them to? Clay Holmes is not to be trusted. Clay Holmes is a choke artist who had a half a good year a couple of years ago with the Yankees and has been the shits ever since. And what happens? Yankees with an 8-7 lead on Friday in Boston against the Red Sox. They bring in Clay Holmes. Boom, boom. Fucking Red Sox win. Another blown save from Clay Holmes. I don't know if that's his 7th or 8th. We're not even in August. The guy's got 7 or 8 blown saves. Mariano didn't have 7 or 8 blown saves the entire season. Shit, probably, you could probably find 2 years of Mariano fucking seasons where he didn't have 7 or 8. This guy's got 7 or 8 blown saves before August? And no one fucking sees this as a problem. You cannot win in the postseason with Clay Holmes as your closer. Understand this. Brian Cashman, Clay Holmes, fuck the both of you. You're on the Shizer list.
Shizer, you're the ones that we despise.
It's like being in a nightmare. It's every single fucking year for the last 5 seasons. Yankees look good. Stanton goes down. Rizzo goes down. Offense goes to shit. No fucking pitching besides Cole. Bullpen all of a sudden struggles. And Clay Holmes is always an overrated piece of shit. All of that spells the fucking Yankees go in the toilet in the second half of the season. And I know that they won Saturday and Sunday against Boston. But they could have swept, couldn't they? They could have swept. They should have swept.
Even in his final season, which was arguably his worst season, Mariano Rivera only had 7 blown saves. That's
in his
the
last
most
year
blown
where
saves.
he was literally topping out at 92 miles an hour. He had 7 blown saves in his final goddamn season when the Yankees weren't that great of a team. And like I said, 92 was what he was throwing. When he was younger, he was a 99 guy, 99, 100 guy.
Yeah,
and 92 was his last season, and he's still better than Clay Holmes.
And prior to that, he never had more than 5 in a season. Now, do you think the solution is because even our friends over at Talking Yanks and John Boy were saying the same thing. They tweeted out going in when they brought in Clay Holmes, like, oh, he's about to blow this. They've completely given him up. Do you think the move's to move him to middle reliever and then find a real, like, because if his issue is clutchness.
Yes, get a closer. The word is they're looking at getting Chad Green from the Blue Jays. Do it. Chad Green used to be on the Yankees, of course, and was a very, very productive, 8th inning guy. Yeah, I'd make him the closer. And yes, Clay Holmes, you can pitch the fucking 5th inning when the Yankees are losing 12-2. That's what you can do. You come in when we don't give a shit about what happens, and so we don't give a shit about anyone's arm, or we give a shit about the good bullpen pitchers' arms. So you're one of the fucking stiffs who comes in when the Yankees are getting blown out in a meaningless situation. That's where Clay Holmes belongs.
I believe it. You know me, I've said for years, go get him. He's sitting in Mexico. The solution to all the Yankees' problems. He's just sitting down there winning game after game after game.
Who?
Bauer.
Trevor Bauer?
Yeah, he's still throwing 99 consistently, and nobody will give him a shot because he got blacklisted for pointing out the sticky stuff.
Is that why?
A lot of people, yeah, because basically he was picking fun of Garrett Cole. He was like, this is his spin numbers.
Some sort of fucking sexual thing, I think.
Completely disproven. The person who made the allegations has been sued and owes Bauer money in court now for cost of, like, literally he's been proven as scotch-free in this situation as he possibly can.
I didn't hear about any of that shit.
Yeah.
I guess I wasn't paying attention to the Trevor Bauer news.
I'm a fan. He throws hard, man. I think he could save the Yankees. Yeah.
I had no idea. All right. That's going to do it. I have a pool to go into. We're going to upload the MP3 and the MP4 later on. Make sure you're downloading. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're sharing the Davey Mac Sports Program. And to the lovely ladies in the South Sudan, you can still feel free to slide into the DMs, ladies. And maybe, who knows? Who knows? Davey Mac and a nice, gorgeous lady from the South Sudan. Now, that would fucking turn heads, especially where I live.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm into it. I didn't realize that the people of South Sudan are so friendly and or they just liked me shitting on the American team. I don't know what the deal was there. But it's a very odd, fun, bizarre, viral moment where people aren't angry at me. They're all there are people happy and doing googly love eyes towards me.
Yeah,
and they're all from the continent of Africa, the most beautiful continent on the planet Earth. I'm going to say it right now.
You definitely look like a man who's got a few goats in his backyard, David.
Listen, ladies. In South Sudan, I'll be on TikTok and give me 15 minutes. Right? As for Roy,
yeah, David,
to plug here.
Yeah, real quick. August 14th, we're doing another Pearl Jam tribute show. We just announced it, and the tickets are going fast. August 14th at Industry in Huntington, Long Island. If you're in town, get tickets now. Come on by. I'd love to see you.
And Shauno is in the band as well.
Shauno will be playing drums with us. Yeah, Torpedo is actually opening up.
Oh, Torpedo is the band that you and Shauno do. No vocals, just
all instrumental. Yeah, but Pearl Jam is our big act. You should come too, David. We'd love to have you.
August 14th.
August 14th. Yeah.
Can you get me? Can you fly me up the way the Pie Tasters had to fly you to West Virginia? Because me travel from the Jersey Shore to Long Island in the summer. I don't know.
Well, you've been to Anthony's house a bunch of times. You came out for that one, right? Actually, you know what? David, you better stay home. Yeah. I remember how that ended up too. So good point.
Big A was your ride one time, right?
Huh?
Big A was your ride home from Anthony's one time, was he not?
Big A, yeah, that was the best.
That's how bad things got.
No, it was Big A. The other one was with my ex, so she drove home that time. And then Big A had the thing, and I demanded that he play Metallica all the way home for some reason. And I was very rude about it. But I'm like, you gotta get pumped up, man. Anyway, Robert, anything to plug?
August 8th, 9th, and 10th, I will be at Comics at Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. Pat Oates is taping his comedy special. I'll be featuring and taping it for him, so come out. It'll be a fun weekend. And make sure you check out, the Patreon, because we do things every other Wednesday, and this is one of those Wednesdays.
Another big episode, by the way, of Davey Mac's Tales from the Satellite coming up on patreon.com/EastsideDave this week. Absolutely. And we've put the other, so the older episodes on the YouTube. So if you want a sample, go to the old YouTube there and check out the Tales from the Satellite there. Yaddle Chattel is back, getting phenomenal reception because, I am attacking the Acolyte because it is a piece of shit. And it's got nothing to do with other than it's a piece of shit. Bad writing, bad storytelling, bad acting. It's a piece of shit. So go check out Yaddle Chattel if you want someone shitting all over the Acolyte. DMSP, Patreon, and so on and so forth. And thank you, Roy Harder, Bobby Tamburo, all the East Side Davidians, the dogs he's out there. Thank you for watching us. I'm Davey Mac. Good night, everybody.